Hello YouTubers, this is the Phoenix here, and this is my character Excella. So, this is actually my first video that I'm really making right now with commentary. So, it might not be perfect, but I hope you like it, and I hope this explains some of the details and aspects of my build that I'm running right now. I was looking at the thread earlier that I made, and I feel like a lot of people don't have a clue why I'm picking these skills and traits and what exactly they're used for and how you can use them effectively. So let me go over some of my traits and really explain my build in detail and why I'm picking these certain skills. So as you can see here, I have 0 fire, 10 air, 10 earth, 20 water, and 30 arcana. So with the 10 air tree, I'm getting Zephyr speed, which it's useful. 10% faster move speed while tuning air is great when running away. Zephyr's boon. So Zephyr's boon is a really useful skill. So Auroras grant fury and swiftness. And let me exit out here to show you a demonstration of how it works. So an Elementalist has 2 Auroras on their actual skill set, and a third if they do a combination field, which I'll get into later. So let me kill these raptors over here to show. So, Shocking Aurora
Feel the fury.
grants me both 12 seconds of fury and swiftness, which is really useful when running away in situations, when dealing damage, when chasing people, etc. And the other Aurora is Frost Aurora. So if you look closely at my boons here, it grants 6 seconds of fury and swiftness, whereas the air Aurora grants it 12 seconds. And now the final Aurora that you can do is a combination of both fire and earth. So if you cast Ring of Fire combined with Magnetic Grasp, I can cast it. Yeah, it didn't work out. Let me just retry that one more time after I pull this little bugger. Alright, so fire 4 and then 3. You see right there? A 6-second fury and 6-second swiftness. I actually stacked earlier with my air, so I didn't really count. So you get a total of 12 seconds of swiftness here, 12 seconds of fury, 6 seconds of fury, 6 seconds of swiftness, and another from fire and earth using the Ring of Fire and Magnetic Grasp, which is another 6 seconds fire shielding. Alright, so let me go on to the next aspect of my build. So for my 10 earth utility set, I'm running, well, first of all, this initial 5 skill, which is gain 1 toughness per level while tuned earth, which is 80 extra toughness when I'm in tuned earth, which is actually pretty useful when I'm running away. And Earth's Embrace, so gain armor of earth when health reduced to 50% HP. So Armor of Earth is actually one of my utility skills, but this actually grants me an automatic version of it. It's basically like a 4th utility skill. It automatically casts when my HP is down to 50%. So it's basically this when my HP drops below 50%, which is really useful because I don't have to cast it, I don't have to worry about it. It just automatically pops up, and it's a great defensive skill because you can't get knocked down, you can't get feared in it, you can't get crowd controlled in it. So it really helps you out when you're fighting against many opponents at once who are just dishing damage at you and knocking you down chain by chain, and you can't do anything. So this really prevents that. And it grants you 10.5 seconds of protection, which really helps out in surviving longer. So this is basically what it is, just a bunch of rocks around you that protects you from all sorts of crowd control and all sorts of damage. And you can see the I guess it wasn't that long. Anyways, the next part of my build is my 20 water. So, I didn't get into there. Air grants precision and crit damage, which isn't really all that useful. And Earth Magic grants condition damage and toughness, which are two pretty useful stats, and Water grants healing and vitality. Arcana grants boon duration and attunement recharge rate, which is definitely very useful because all I'm doing is stacking boons constantly, and swapping attunements is very useful also. So let me go back on track. So this is the 20 water that I'm using. Soothing Mist is a great skill to regenerate health while in battle. I don't really know how much it does, to be honest, but it's still useful to have some extra regeneration. And Soothing Disruption. So cantrips grant you regeneration vigor. So you might be asking, what the hell is a cantrip? Well, you have 3 cantrips with this build I'm currently running. So here's 2 of them. You have Lightning Flash, which is basically a teleport, and then you have Mist Form. And I have that automatic armor buff at 50% HP, which actually is on my utility bar, but it's just automatically cast, and that actually counts as a cantrip also. So now onto the next trait. So Healing Ripple. So this is actually a really useful spell, or a very useful trait. Every time you attune to water, you gain approximately, I would say, 1,500 HP, which really makes a difference. So every 10 seconds or every 9 seconds, which my recharge rate on my attunement is, I can grant myself like 1,500 HP, which really makes a difference in battle, especially when you're fighting against a really tough opponent for a long frame of time. So let me go on to the next part of my tree, or next part of my attributes. So Cleansing Wave. Remove a condition from you and your allies when attuned to water. So whenever I attune to water, I get to remove a condition off myself, whether it be bleeding, cripple, immobilization, burning damage, bleed, or did I mention bleed already? Chilled, poison, etc. And it actually removes the latest condition that's on you. So whenever you just literally click F2 and attune to that, you remove the topmost condition, which is very useful because some people rely primarily on conditions for certain builds. For instance, thieves sometimes do that spinning number 3 attack and just keep spamming over and over and stack those bleeds on you. You can just easily remove it by putting on your water attunement. And also there's another type of another condition removal that you have, and this is with Cleansing Wave. It's water number 5. It heals you and it cures a condition, and it heals all nearby allies too. So it's really useful. So you have one condition removal with just attuning to water, and another with just casting this, and you have a third which I'll get into later. So that's with the water tree. Now you have the Arcana tree, which is 30 points, and this is the one that I put the most points in. So the first part of the Arcana tree is grant yourself fear for 2 seconds on attunement. It's actually, yeah, it's 2 seconds. So this is a great way to Fury, by the way, is a 20% crit chance, 20% increased crit chance, which is really useful for doing extra damage. And the next part of my tree is Final Shielding. So whenever my HP drops below 25%, this skill right here automatically pops up. And you know, like the Armor of Earth I have right here, it's also another automatic utility skill. So I get a free extra utility skill basically, and it's really useful. Blocking 3 attacks when you're down to 25% HP will literally like determine whether you live or die basically, when you're just getting ganged by so many people at once. And when that Arcane Shield blocks 3 attacks, it actually explodes, and that explosion does the same damage as Arcane Wave, which is about a 1,500 damage attack area or point blank area of effect, which is really useful. The next one is attunement bonuses linger for 5 seconds. Attunement bonus is just basically whenever you swap to attunements. For instance, right here, every time I swap to water, air, earth, fire, whatever it is, I get 5 seconds of bonuses. So for air, it'd be 5 seconds of swiftness. Earth will be 5 seconds of protection. Fire would be 20 seconds of might. And water is 5 seconds of regeneration. So just attuning to your different elements also grants you boons. Now for the next part, you have elemental attunement, and that's where those 4 different traits came in. Water as regeneration, air swiftness, earth as protection, and fire as might. Alright, so the next bonus is this arcane precision. I have no idea what this does. I don't think it actually works. And evasive arcana. So this is actually one of the best skills in a DD or dire elementalist's traits. So you get an attunement spell at the end of your dodge, whether it be fire. If you're in the fire attunement, you get a dodge that grants you essentially a 3-second AoE where you land or where you dodge to, and that burns people basically. So you attack someone right here and you dodge them, it gives you actually 5 seconds of burning within whatever location you land to. With water, you actually get a cleansing wave. So yeah, I'm not down to enough HP. Oh, actually, let me try again. Yeah, well, I'm not. I guess it didn't work out because I cleared it the first time, but it basically grants you cleansing wave right as you dodge. And for air, it blinds your enemy and prevents their next attack from missing, or stops their next. It makes their next attack miss. And earth basically gives you ring of earth, basically, which is that right there. Cripples everybody, and it does the same amount of damage as this, which is very useful. And that's all for the traits. Now for armor. So for armor, I am running, currently right now I'm running power, toughness, and healing power for my entire armor set right here. And I'm currently running Superior Rune of the Dolyak, which actually is not that great. This is just kind of arbitrary how I picked it. I didn't actually do any like background research on why I should have picked which one. I just kind of picked it because I thought it was good, and actually isn't that great. So I'm actually thinking about getting power, vitality, and toughness armor, which is only obtainable either if you're a Vigil member. Like there are 3 orders in the beginning of the game that you pick from, whether it be Vigil, Order of Whispers, and that other one I can't remember. But if you pick Vigil, you can actually buy power, vitality, and toughness armor. And other ways to get it is actually getting those tokens from different dungeons, particularly AC, HOW, and SE. Those are the 3 dungeons that you can get that armor set from. So the next thing is my dagger. So I'm currently running power, or just some random arbitrary daggers that I just bought at the auction house, exotic of course. And I'm planning on actually getting power, condition damage, power, toughness, and vitality. The same stats as those. And I'm going to run Superior Sigil of Battle still. So with this Superior Sigil of Battle, I'll get 3 stacks of might for 20 seconds whenever I swap this weapon in combat. Now you may ask yourself, well, Elementalist doesn't even have a swap weapon button right here, but attunements are considered weapon swaps, or attunement swaps are considered weapon swaps. So let me demonstrate on these Eagle Raptors over here. So
I could outrun a centaur.
if you look closely, right as I switch to water, I should get 3 stacks of might. And if I just keep switching it over and over again, well, that's one stack right from using fire, and now I get 7 stacks. Now you might be wondering, well, I just switched to it several times, why didn't I get more stacks than that? Actually, because Superior Sigil Battle actually has a 9-second cooldown. So when you initially switch weapons on battle after engaging in combat, you get those 3 seconds of might, and then it cools down for 9 seconds. So the next attunement you cast after that 9-second cooldown will grant you another 3 stacks of might. So it's fairly easy, if you can see from this. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I had 25 seconds of might every time I casted it. So it's fairly easy to get 6 stacks of might, because 9 seconds you can easily use that and get up to 6 stacks, or you can even go up to 9 stacks if you have a lot of extra boon duration effects from the Arcana tree. So I have an increased boon duration, which helps me stack those mites a lot more efficiently. You can also get more boon duration increases based on your runes. So if you actually look at the trading post, actually on this trading post here, if you look through the armor weapon sets, if you make a combination of both Superior Rune of Water, which would be 25 healing and plus 15 boon duration for two superior runes, you get that 15% extra boon duration, which can be very useful for just stacking all those boons right here. You can also get 2 superior runes of earth for increased protection duration, and you can also get, if I can find it, and the last one was Superior Rune of the Monk, which I can't find. It basically is the same thing as Superior Rune of Water. It just grants 15% boon duration if you have 2 of them equipped. Alright, so that's pretty much all for builds and armor sets. Oh wait, I haven't gotten into some of my different jewelry sets. So currently right now I'm wielding or wearing a guild backpack. So you can actually buy this in Lion's Arch. It's actually pretty close to where the bank is, where you store all your items in Lion's Arch. And if you go right to your right side, you'll find a vendor that sells these. They actually cost 5 gold each. And I actually bought a pretty crappy one. I should have gone Power, Vitality, and Toughness for the three stats that come with it, but I got Precision, Vitality, and Healing Power. I don't know why, I just did. And I'm probably going to change that up, but it does cost 5 gold just to get a new one, so I don't know if I want to change it up. And for my accessories and my rings and my amulet, I am running Power, Vitality, and Condition Damage, which I actually intend to change later to Power, Toughness, and Healing Power. So that's for the future when I have more money. And for my trident or for underwater set, this is one I'm running. Just basic standard stuff, just 5% damage. I don't really care about tridents that much, to be honest. And that's pretty much it for my build. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video. I will be uploading more videos in the future. This is just my first video with commentary, and this is just really experiencing or just me really just trying to help you guys out, trying to teach you guys some things about my build. I'm gonna upload videos later discussing more in-depth details on how exactly you can use this build effectively and in combat with actual gameplay footage. I just wasn't really doing much here besides killing raptors, but I'll explain more in detail what I'm doing in combat, whether it be fighting a full-on Zerg battle against an army of enemies, or doing small-scale battles or one-on-ones, etc. So I'll explain all the maneuvers, all the tactics that I perform, why I perform the way I do, and hopefully you can learn from that in the future. So just hopefully so just subscribe to my videos if you will. That would be great, and I will upload more videos in the future. So thank you so much.